Hello students, in this session we are going to discuss about next important cell organelle which is said to be the brain of the cell. You remember? Brain of the cell? Yes, it is nucleus. So brain of the cell, nucleus, is a spherical body present generally in the center of the cell. Okay, please remember it is a spherical body present at the center of the cell. Like this is the cell, right? And this is said to be nucleus. Now in this session we are going to discuss what is all present in the nucleus and why it is said to be the brain of the cell. So first, what all is present in the nucleus? It is said that nucleus consists of nuclear membrane, membrane meaning boundary. Second, it consists of Nucleolus, a round spherical structure present inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus also you will have something, a spherical structure which is said to be nucleolus. And finally you have a thread-like structures present inside the nucleus which is said to be chromosome. Okay, so nucleus consists of these three important parts. In addition to this, nucleus is said to be the brain of the cell because it controls all the activities which are going on in the cell. Now let's study about nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane or nucleus also has two membranes. Like plant cell has two doors to protect the inner parts of the cell. In the same way, the nucleus also has two doors, two membranes which are said to be the nuclear membrane. And if you see in the between, the nuclear membrane is not joined together. There are gaps in between. So these gaps are said to be nuclear pore. Pore meaning a space in between, so that any substance can enter and leave the nucleus whenever is required. Okay, it is a spherical structure, consists of two membranes. The membranes have pores in between. Then the fluid present, like there is a cytoplasm inside the cell. There is a fluid also present inside the nucleus that is said to be nucleoplasm. Okay, and you see a thread-like structure that is chromosome. Very important point. Chromosome consists of genes. What are genes? Genes are the hereditary characters which are carried from the parents to the offsprings. It is said that we look somewhat similar to our parents. Why? Because we inherit genes from our parents. Okay, and where are these genes present? These genes are present in chromosome. We are going to study in detail about chromosome. So, nuclear membrane, nucleolus. Now, the next question which arises to my mind is why is nucleolus present in the nucleus? So, it is said that it is responsible for formation of RNA, or it is responsible for formation of ribosomes. It is responsible for formation of ribosomes. What are ribosomes? We are going to see in our upcoming sessions. Okay, so nuclear membrane, nucleolus, a spherical structure present inside the nucleus. And what is its importance? Its importance is it helps in the formation of a very important part of the cell, that is ribosome. Moving to the next thing, what is chromosome, what is gene, and what is DNA? This is a very big confusion among the children who come first to hear about chromosome, gene, and DNA. This you can compare with the thread that we use for sewing. You have seen the thread. The thread is attached to a support. Suppose this is a thread and it is attached to a white colored support inside. And it has if you see clearly, it is very well organized. In the same way, you have DNA, gene, and chromosome. So if you see in our nucleus also, you have a long thread-like structures. This thread-like structure is said to be DNA. If you open that thread, that sewing thread, you will get a very big thread. So that long thread-like structure is also present in our nucleus, and that is said to be DNA. But if you keep this DNA as it is, it will get tangled. It will mix with each other and you will not be able to open it. Hence, it is very well organized on a support. The support here is proteins. Okay. or it is also said to be histones. So what has happened? This long thread-like structure is wounded around, organized around proteins and histones, and when all these histone proteins come together, it forms chromosome. Okay, so a long thread-like structure is arranged on a support. The support is said to be proteins or histones, and all the histones come together to form chromatin, and then when they are very well arranged during cell division, then chromosomes are formed. So this chromosomes you will see only when the cell undergoes division. Otherwise you will see just a thread-like structure as you see here, and that is said to be chromatin. Okay, now what is gene? Gene is that particular part of the DNA. Okay, suppose I consider this small part of the DNA, right? So this part of the DNA is said to be gene, and it codes for a particular protein. Like if I want to make pizza, I will have to have the recipe, then only I will be able to make pizza. In the same way, if I want to make protein in my cell, I will have that recipe. The cell should have that recipe. You can say the mechanism by which the protein can be made. So the mechanism or the information to make one particular protein is present in one gene. So gene is a part of DNA. Not the whole DNA. It is only a part of DNA. And which part of DNA? Which codes for a particular protein. So suppose this is my gene which is coding or having the information to make insulin. There is one more gene present here. This is having the information to make, suppose, say testosterone. Okay, there is one more which will make progesterone. So whole DNA has n number of genes. It is said that the human DNA in one single cell of our body, you have 30,000 genes. You can imagine, in one single small cell, you have 30,000 genes. And what are these genes? These genes are a part of a DNA which codes for a particular protein. All the DNA, when arranged together, forms chromatin, and when the cell wants to undergo cell division, it will form chromosome. And why is this part of nucleus very important? Because if this is not there, the information will not be carried from the parents to the offsprings, and the reproduction process will be in problem, right? So that is the important part of the cell. It consists of nucleus. The nucleus is an important part of the cell, consisting of nuclear membrane, nucleolus, and chromosome. We studied the structure and function of each and every part of this. It is said that as we studied in eukaryote, this nucleus is well defined. But in prokaryote, you do not have nuclear membrane, you do not have nucleus, and you do not have chromosomes as well. So this is how you differentiate between a prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell. Okay, if you have any doubt, please write in the comment section. I will try to solve it to the best of my knowledge. Also, if you do like my videos, please subscribe my channel and click on the like button. Thank you so much.